Hey guys, Kane here, and in this video we're gonna cover up the Armor Guard, how to score over 1,700 kills in pretty much one of the newer servers. Just a day before I am able to make my own gunning over 4 stars. So my own gunning is 4 star, and the one that I borrowed is, I do believe, 4 or 5 star. So also that will be one of the very few things which we will cover up. So what should you have on your field? So honestly, it really depends if you're spending money or not and what you're able to get and upgrade. So essentially, the Huanzhong is actually a top DPS in this event if you don't have gunning in, let's say, the second week. After that comes the ladies, which you can get for free or do get for free as well, which you can upgrade. And after that comes the gunnings and all the other damage dealers, at least in my own perspective from what I've seen. So do keep in mind that if you place the archers back, they will do more damage, but that is not why I have placed these archers here. The thing is, both of these archers do splash damage, so if they're put very back, it takes a lot for their arrows to travel, and then other archers will kill those targets faster, and it will nullify the splash damage from the gunnings, which essentially makes the whole event slower. And in this event, you need to kill stuff very quickly, so other stuff will spawn faster and faster, and you would be able to kill more and more guards as you go. So essentially, that is why both of the gunnings are in the very front row. And then I have something which does some poison or attacks faster. Probably would be better to place Huangzhong here, but it depends. I kind of want to have some damage in the back as well. At the same time, I have placed the female archers as well here, just because my gunning is not very that strong, just in case if somebody would break through from the almost insta kill whenever they spawn, and as well as I have a buffer which increases crit rate and essentially reduces hero male defense or something like that. So perhaps bosses have some defense reduction, or since they are heroes, some of them, or those additional cavaliers since they're also male and stuff like that. Not entirely sure whether or not this works, but we're gonna see and try out. And essentially, it is my own like thoughts whether or not it does work. So this is a pre-recorded video since it took me a couple of tries to do something like this. So as you can see, we spawn their different size there. It's gonna remove those summons, and we start the fighting. So essentially, you want to use the ultimate from the very beginning. The reason for that is you want to kill all of those armies as soon as you are able, as well as tag those gunnings as fast as you're able as well. As you can see, they're all like entered Super Saiyan mode, and most of those attacks are fast. And if that arrow kills the target, it explodes in an AoE, which kills all the minis as well, or etc., or vice versa. So at the moment, we don't even see any enemies because those gunnings and the other archers just literally explode. Like you can see the splash damage that they're doing. There is something like a fire effect just here you can see sometimes, and that is pretty much the gunning AoE splash, which they do if they kill a target. So 1 minute passed and we already have about 600, and that is what we're going for. So do keep in mind the wind has 0 cooldown, and I do believe it is a 2-star Zhao Yu special. So you should save mana from the other skills and instead always cast the ultimate. And when you have a lot of troops and they're burning, always cast the wind. And if you still have burning, always cast it if there is like another army or you think the others are spawning, just because you will always transfer the burn to the minis will die and no arrows will try to focus them. And that means if no arrows focus them, they focus more on the bosses or on the bigger guys like the leaders, and they will die, and more and more army will spawn, as again, you want to score as many kills as you're able. So as you can see, sometimes I'm even casting like double wins because I think like the mobs are spawning or they're almost spawning, And sometimes I cast the wind just to slow down the cavalry so they don't reach the gate. That aside, yeah, that is, suppose pretty much. There isn't really anything much else. It's mainly just the placement of your archers, increasing their attack, and essentially trying to use the devil wind in particular times to kill the minis, and then majority of the other arrows just flying towards the bosses, which again, if you kill, will spawn more minis, and you have to go through something like that, since the burn from Zhao Yu is actually quite strong, and strong enough to kill not most but majority of the very small minis that they do have. So again, do keep that in mind. Now it's 17 seconds left, and I'm already 1.5 or over 1.5, which was my record. And yeah, let's go. Yeah, another win. I slowed them down. I'm not sure if I did cast like the fire thing on them, but they were running very fast, so I wanted to keep them as low as possible so the archers could focus the others and kill minis as well. And I do believe I scored about 1,757. So after I have swept a couple more times, I actually have received rank 1 in this event, and honestly, the rank 2 and rank 3 are VIP 12s and above. And they do have quite a lot stronger archers. So essentially, placement of your archers, proper skill cast, and proper hero will easily win you the event. So do keep in mind, if you try something like this and you do have those two gunnings, you can try it like this. Try to cast the ultimate as soon as you're able, and every time it's and at the same time try to use fires and kill those minis as quick as you're able. That is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe out there.